The house felt festive, as if success itself had arrived early. My mother arranged pastries, my father polished glasses, and relatives gathered around my sister like she was royalty. A white envelope sat on the table, heavy with promise. When my parents handed it to her, applause erupted. Inside was $80,000 for her future in Paris. My sister cried with joy. Everyone embraced her, and flashes from phones lit the room. I waited, hoping for acknowledgement. Then my father faced me and delivered a sentence colder than winter. "You don't deserve any help." His tone didn't tremble. It declared a verdict. I wasn't overlooked. I was dismissed from my own family's narrative. While my sister planned her new European life, I woke before dawn and returned long after midnight. My job wasn't glamorous, no titles, no spotlight, but it paid bills honestly. Each payday, I invested in online courses, software, and late-night practice sessions. My parents rolled their eyes whenever I mentioned work, calling it a temporary distraction or a childish phase. Their laughter didn't wound, it motivated. My first small project came unexpectedly, bringing income equal to a month's expenses. I used it responsibly, covered rent, and bought better tools. My parents never asked how I managed. They assumed stagnation. They didn't realize I was planting seeds in silence, seeds that would eventually grow beyond anything they could imagine. One evening, I opened the front door expecting warmth. Instead, the hallways smelled of dust and cardboard. My room had vanished, replaced by stacked boxes and furniture I didn't recognize. My clothes were crammed into plastic bags lying near the exit. My mother stood beside them without guilt. "We need the space," she said, as if space mattered more than blood. My father avoided eye contact, pretending paperwork held his attention. I didn't argue. I picked up my belongings, stepped outside, and felt the cool night press against my skin. Their home wasn't mine anymore. I walked away carrying more than shirts and shoes. I carried a promise never to ask for shelter where love required justification. Freedom came with fear, but it also came with clarity. I worked from cramped rooms, borrowed Wi-Fi, and improvised routines. Every skill sharpened, every mistake taught something useful. Slowly, clients noticed. Small contracts arrived, then bigger ones. One morning, my bank balance displayed a sum larger than anything I'd earned before. My breathing changed. I wasn't surviving anymore, I was rising. I upgraded my living situation, reinvested profits, and adopted discipline my parents never believed I possessed. Meanwhile, my family posted photos from Paris, cafes, fashion, museums, boasting about their successful investment. They had no idea I was becoming financially independent. Success didn't need applause. It changed how I walked, how I planned, and how I valued myself. My phone rang late at night. My father's name glowed on the screen, unfamiliar and unsettling. His voice carried a tremor I had never heard. Tuition fees in Paris had doubled, hidden expenses appeared, and savings were evaporating. "We need your help," he murmured, as if asking for water in a desert. There was no apology, no recognition of past wounds, only expectation. In the background, my mother whispered urgently, and my sister sobbed. They didn't want reconciliation. They wanted rescue. Silence stretched between us like a bridge they had burned themselves. I didn't feel triumphant. I felt detached. Life wasn't punishing them. It was revealing what entitlement looks like when support isn't guaranteed. They invited me home, the dining room arranged like a peace offering, my favorite dishes, candles, and forced smiles. My mother complimented my clothes. My father spoke kindly, but their eyes betrayed calculation. After dessert, the mask slipped. "Family stands together," my father insisted. My mother nodded, waiting for my contribution. I opened a folder containing my latest financial statements and placed it on the table. Their faces froze. The child they dismissed now earned more than they could fathom. My sister looked away, ashamed. My parents tried to justify old decisions, but truth doesn't negotiate. They didn't want family. They wanted access. The room felt smaller, yet I finally occupied my space without apology. My father slid a tuition form toward me, expecting compliance. My mother softened her tone, offering compliments she never used before. Their strategy was transparent. I reached into my wallet and removed a check, not for education, but for closure. I placed it beside the form. "This represents every moment I begged for support you refused," I said. "You taught me something priceless. Respect cannot be purchased." They stared, speechless, realizing they couldn't negotiate history. I stood, thanked them for dinner, and walked toward the door without hesitation. Leaving didn't feel like abandonment. It felt like liberation. Some debts aren't financial. Some repayments happen in silence. Today, I board planes without checking ticket prices. My meetings span continents. My name travels ahead of me, and my work funds opportunities for young people once dismissed like I was. My home has rooms no one criticizes, achievements no one belittles, and peace no one taxes. My parents send messages now, polite, nostalgic, remorseful. They speak of memories they never created and pride they never offered. I don't hate them. I simply understand something adults learn late. Family isn't defined by DNA. It's defined by who invests in your existence without demanding proof. Some doors close not from anger, but from growth. Mine closed quietly, and I never needed to knock again.